Arizona, homeowner's best friend.
The EPA has kind of shuffled the card on the entire industry in the last 12 or 18 months.
Yeah, water's a rapidly changing subject, and what ends up happening every year, there's about 12 to 15 new contaminants identified. And
Every year?
Every single year. And so every time there's new contaminants, then they have to establish new standards. And so when I was a kid growing up here, like a lot of idiots, I stood under a crop duster as it would fly over. We'd drink out of a garden hose and ride in the back of pickup trucks. Hopefully, we have evolved a generation or two. We now ride in a cab, buckle up, have airbags. And if we get T-boned, we're probably here tomorrow and a whole lot less crunchy than if we were sitting in the back of a truck. So when I was a kid, we'd drink out of the garden hose, and the water was from the ground. Then they enacted the State Groundwater Management Act that mandates in Maricopa County we have to transition from wells to surface water. We started using Colorado River water, and then the Colorado started getting used by California. So now there's many different sources of the water. And some years ago they had the Aaron Brockovich story in California.
Oh, yeah,
it had to do with chromium-6, hexavalent chromium. And then they found, oh my, we have a higher concentration here in the valley than she ever thought about. And that's measured in parts per million. And then a few years later, they found out, oh my, there's arsenic in the water. And they found out at 10 parts per million, one person in 10,000 demonstrates ill health effect. Routinely, we hit above that number. And then just this last year, they came up with what they call PFOA/PFOS. There's 45 of them, and they're measured in parts per trillion. And it's at 4 parts per trillion is one person in 10,000 demonstrates ill health effect. And recently, they had a ranking in the United States, and Arizona was number 9 for the worst. And we have some of the highest concentration of PFOA/PFOS.
Rosie on the house, every Arizona homeowner.